I acquired an old black briefcase a while back and said, gosh, that's just perfect for my magic kit. So when the magician has something on the table and you can't see inside, this might be kind of what it looks like. However, I don't have any rabbits in here or anything like that. It's very amateur. You know, the basics. Want to do some mind reading tricks. I have some envelopes, pen, black Sharpie marker, a couple of them actually. Be for signing cards and card tricks or writing anything that can be seen. This is a red Sharpie fine point, and that comes in handy for making trick decks, at least for marking the backs of red bicycles, which I could probably make a video about later, but this one here is a marked deck made with the red Sharpie. So, what we have, if someone does look inside, they could see, oh, stuff for tricks and cards. And if they pay close attention, there's some labels on the back of a few boxes. And I don't mind. Duplicates and fillers, chased, other things, ones that actually labeled invisible deck. And no one's going to look inside. Or if I really feel it's necessary, I turn them over. But up here is something I wouldn't want people to see is in the magic kit. But I'm going to show you. It's just a sewing kit. But then thereby I have thread and a small pair of scissors and some needles. But the thread, of course, used for like levitations and any other thread trick. But I wouldn't do them very often anyways. Mostly cards. Over here is another little device I wouldn't want to show people. It's just an ID on a pull lanyard. ID holder on a pull lanyard with the spring. And, well, it serves as a grappler, and you can make things disappear up your sleeve from your hand with the proper setup. And there's a couple other tricks that you could do with something like a grappler. So that's in there. Just push it over and get onto the cards. I don't know how many decks like this of these cheap playing cards that, well, there's half a dozen, maybe 7 unopened, another 7 or 8 opened, bunch set up for tricks. Like I said, a bunch of duplicates and fillers because they're all identical. And that was the idea. When I bought like more than a dozen of these, I'd have duplicates and fillers, multiple card tricks. The only thing is, this is what they look like inside the box. This is a well-used deck, and they're actually a trick deck that I didn't know when I first bought a whole bunch and started out. Well, at least the deck is made so inherently you could do a trick with them, because it's a one-way deck, is what magicians call it. You'll notice that the pattern is not symmetrical when the cards are 180 degrees. It has a light and a dark side, and they're not symmetrical. So if everything's lined up one way, it's much like it's a one-way deck, like a stripper deck. Which happens with most cards. Anyways, this is a normal, untricked pack of black bicycles. And, well, we'll make videos about particular card decks later. These are like just totally my favorite looking cards called Bicycle Dragonbacks. I have them in a few different colors. Red bicycles set up. This one is a marked deck done with the red Sharpie. And you could, I could show you how to do that someday on a video. Anybody watching? A couple extra red and black bicycles. Like I said, it's an old briefcase. Maybe I should try to tighten that up. These are Hoyle waterproof plastic cards. I bought them one day, and they're kind of interesting, but they have their ups and downs when it comes to magic tricks. But playing poker at the campsite, terrific. And these are paper cards in a plastic case, and they're undersized. They're not regular poker size. They're from the Mohegan Sun Casino, but they're not their regular casino deck, so they're not drilled through. It was just a souvenir I picked up. I didn't have a deck of cards on me while I walked through the casino, because you don't, right? That's not something you do if you go to sit and play at the tables, but I'd show somebody a magic trick while I was there, so I picked that up. The golf balls are simply for juggling. The rubber bands are for rubber band tricks, and the matches are for burning up your envelope with the card in it and then making that card appear somewhere else, or any trick like that. Mind reading tricks. Write your answer on the piece of paper and now burn it up, and now I tell you your answer. And like, this is an ancient Chinese coin, and it's really magic. Apparently, it was like forged in a volcano or something like that. There's something about hobbits. I forget the whole story, but it goes with these balloons, which is weird because they didn't have balloons way back in ancient China, but I guess they planned for it when they made the magic coin. I have 2 of these rolls, black with a red inside and red with a black inside. Well, maroon, whatever. And they're just placemat tablecloths from the dollar store, and they fit nicely. Ta-da, watch. Close the briefcase. Typically, I lay out the black underlayer, or the red. Red with black, black with red. And that's just because with the black cards, it looks nice on red, and with the red cards, it looks nice on black. And just because. So, that is a magic kit. Watch some more videos to find out some magic tricks, what these decks of cards are like, what the other items are like. Thank you for watching.